Hari Om, Namaste. Welcome to everyone. This class is Vibhakti class that we are studying. Okay, so let us start with Svarvani-Vilasah class number 3. So let us begin with Prarthana. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तमहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. Let us do a small revision. I wanted to do it with questions, but since you're all very good, very well following, I didn't think that it's a important aspect to cover. So let me do the Punaravritti once. So we have learnt in the last session what is told by Vibhakti, the information which is expressed by the Vibhakti. We have shared it, we have learnt it. Then the lingam and the varna. Just give me one moment. People are asking me questions. I told them the link is the same. One moment. So I'm sorry for this disturbance. So we have also learnt about what is the effect of lingam, how it changes the vibhakti form, and the varnantata, the last varna of the shabda, whatever shabda is in case, and how the ending sound is affecting the form of the vibhakti. Okay, so all these things we have learned. Then we saw how many linga aspects are there. So there are 3 lingas. There can be niyata linga, there can be aniyata linga, there can be like 2 lingas for some words, and all those things we have learned. Then varnantata, so we did like how many like halantas and like all these letters, halanta, ajanta, and like pratyayanta. So this also we learned. Then vibhakti nirmanadharaha, and what are the factors which are affecting the vibhakti nirmana. We saw in all like all aspects we tried to see, and we saw the 3 lingas, 3 vachanas, and then what are the vibhagas of the shabdas, what are the categories of the shabdas. Overall we saw, we didn't see it very detailed because it's not needed in the vibhakti forms. We will see it in some time else in the shabdas course that we'll do in some time in future. And then we also saw that each declinable word has got 7 plus 1 into 3 table, where we have the vibhaktis enlisted all from prathama up till saptami, and then a sambodhana which is multiplied by 3 vachanas, ekavachana, dvivachana, and bahuvachana. Okay, and there are like in all there are 24 forms. We should not say 8 vibhaktis. Please be careful with this fact. And we should not forget that there are 8. That's why 7 plus 1. Okay. So we should not forget Sambodhana. Otherwise, Sambodhana will cry. It will cry a lot. Oh, people are forgetting me. I'm so important. I have one form different in the Ekavachana. Still people don't recognize. So to stop that, let us say 7 plus 1. Now, let us come to a new concept in this class. Now we are starting this week's class. Samskrta. It means inflection in English. Inflection. What is an inflection? So when some of you might have some linguistics background and this word is not a new one for you, but others are not that grounded into the linguistics, so they might not know it. Let me explain what exactly it is. In English, if you want to say something like this book is for Rama. So when I say this book is for Rama are two different words according to English language, because we are using space as a denoter to separate words in English. Okay. So for Rama are two different words. Nobody will say it's one word. Nobody in this earth will say it's one word. Okay, for Rama is not one word but two words, separate words. Okay, so when we want to say for Sita, we'll just say for Sita. But in Sanskrit, what we say for Rama is entirely different for what we say for Sita, isn't it? So what is exactly happening? That concept is called samskrta. What keeps the word and the vibhakti and the case along with it? Okay, so that for that uh, uh, that phenomena is called samskrta. Let us see what it is. So vibhakti is always joined along with the pratipadika or the shabda moola. So this vibhakti is going to be not a separate factor, but something which is inside the word. That's the new concept. Okay. So this is not there in all the languages that we know. Even in Telugu, when we say far, then the particle we use is kosam, kosaram. Okay. In Hindi we say ke liye. Even Hindi it has two words, ke and liye. Though it's used as a chunk, it's not one word but two words, k and liye, but still they say k liye is the vibhakti. Okay, and in like Kannada it's gay. The gay is not attached to the word because we say uh, mane gay. So mane is different and gay is different, though you may not use a space for some standardness in copying Sanskrit, but gay is never a part of the word. Okay. And gay does not exist, or the fur does not exist, or the kalia does not exist separately, though we always use them with some or the other words, they never are the internal part of the word structurally. That is the idea of inflection. But in Sanskrit, it is an inseparable part of the same word. Ramaya is not two different words. Aya, we can never say it has any independent existence, because fur, for fur, and kelia are some meaningful elements at least. If they are not existing independently, they are at least some bearing some meaning. But aya has no meaning. It does not exist in the world at all. Sitayai, the ayai doesn't exist independent of Sita at all. That is the idea. That is the idea of X plus Y that we have been learning. So Prithak na tishtati doesn't stay aside, it doesn't stay separately, because Ramaya marudbhyam. When we say marud and bhyam, we're not putting bhyam as a separate element. This is a wonderful feature of Sanskrit, very, very wonderful. In fact, it's spiritual as well, and it's very, very deep into the psyche of the language. I mean, of the human mind. So when we learn this, it's like it's making you more intelligent. It's making you like more prone to deeper knowledge and all. You will understand only after a great years of experience with Sanskrit that how different and how special and how important this factor is. Okay, because by this there is an artha spashtata. I'm not saying this as an individual Sanskrit lover, but you know the computer people are saying it. Okay, so when they are looking for a language that is very perfect for for computers, they found Sanskrit is better. This is a myth actually. It's not Sanskrit as a language, but the grammar structure which is giving them this. I mean, the development of Ashtadhyayi as a science, as a like stepwise derivational process, that is the thing which is equal to computer language. But you know, still I really bet that if we are going to use this knowledge, because they could generate machine generated forms for these, and they have tried it to make it just gave the rules of Ashtadhyayi, and the machine could himself itself derive these forms. Let's not go into those details because some people deny it, some people say it's there and all that. Let's not worry about all those things, how much it's possible and all. But you know, if we talk of a perfect language, it is Sanskrit. She is only the language which she is the only language who has inflection as a very inherent quality of us, not only in nouns, not only in nominal basis, but you know we have also in nominal words, but not they are also in the verbal kingdom. Okay, the verbal they are two different kingdoms, the verbal kingdom and the nominal kingdom. You know, both are like inflection as the basis of their existence. So by this, the meaning is very clear. We are never confused. The machine is never confused whether the fur belongs to Rama or I mean, there is a factor called ambiguity. I don't have any examples right now ready, but ambiguity is which gives more than one meaning because of the different placement of the commas. You might have come across such statements all your life somewhere while reading newspapers, while watching news, or while listening to some daily conversations, discourses. While that period, I mean, you'll get some sentence, huh? What does it mean? Please say again. Oh, they say, oh no, I meant this. So the different stress putting on different sentences, sorry, different words of the same sentence is going to result in a very different meaning, but it never happens in Sanskrit. Or even if it happens very less, very less. Okay, the ambiguity is very less because of this. And you know, you don't need to chunk the phrases. What is chunking? Chunking is putting together the phrases, okay, which mean one as which we want to consider as one element. Like if we want to say, you take the same sentence, Ayodhyayaha Raja, the king of Ayodhya. So Ayodhyayaha Raja. We can also say Ayodhya Raja. Let us take like that. In Sanskrit, it's one word, Ayodhya Raja, and in English, it's the king of Ayodhya. So it's all one block. So the meaningful elements blocked into the all meaningful parts, giving out one meaning as one element. The king of Ayodhya, four words taken as one part, giving out one bit of meaning is called a chunk. Okay, so we need not chunk things in Sanskrit because they are already inflected. They are already inside. I mean, they are all one part of the word. They are not separate words. Then there is a Saukaryam. There is a facility for Anvaya. What is Anvaya? Anvaya is prose arrangement of the sentences of the shlokas. For example, we have a Bhagavad Gita shloka, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Tadatmanam srijamyaham. So, but in our language, we say nenu or I first. So, aham is coming in the end in the shloka. So, aham atmanam tada srijami or tada aham atmanam srijami. Then I will generate myself. Okay, so generate in English comes in I mean I didn't tell you, but this is the word order in English is like subject, verb, and object. But in Indian language, it's subject, object, and verb. Verb always comes in the end. Verb never comes in the middle. But in English, verb always comes in the middle. Okay, so aham atmanam tada srijami. So this is a srijami will come in the end. So this way of arranging the words in the shloka in the order of the syntax of the Indian languages is called Anvaya. So that is very useful for decoding the shlokas, understanding them and all. And you know, Anvaya becomes very easy for us because of this inflection. Because we can find meaning very easily because the words are together. Okay. So Atmanam Srijami. So Srijami is like, it's different from Srijati. It's different from Srijasi. So Srijami is I. We all know that. So I is included in that. Even Krishna need not say Aham Srijami, Aham he need not say. Because some place is left after the shloka, Vyasa says Srijami Aham. Even that is not needed. Srijami itself is Aham. Okay, if I say I am going. Okay, leave it. I am going. Go for like he is going. If I put she, then is going is constant. Then if I replace she is going. Okay, and then if I say that is going. Okay, so is going is constant. It is, unless we put some he, she, or it, it's not going to be very clear whether it's he or she that is going. And then you are going, we are going, they are going. If we say that are going, it's more even clear. Like they is the Prathama Purusha, okay, you is the Madhyama Purusha, and we is the Uttama Purusha. Okay, so all that we that are going is constant. It's only by we that we understand. We must be there. But if I say Srijamaha, if I say, then we are generating, we are creating. Okay, so we are is a part of the word. When I want to say they are creating, then it's a new word, srijanti. So they are creating, where are creating is a constant, and it's only by they that we are understanding in English. That Daurbhagya is not there in Sanskrit. I'm sorry to use say this, because I have heard late and been like very, very awkward situations in life where people praise a lot English without knowing what is Sanskrit. And you know, those who know Sanskrit always remain silent at such occasions, because we are bound by the shortage of words to tell the praise of Sanskrit. When it comes to praise of Sanskrit, many hours put together, many days, many volumes of books also cannot explain the greatness of Sanskrit. That's why we remain silent, and that is the mistake we are doing. Actually, we should tell them, we should make them realize how important and how great is Sanskrit than the other languages, at least like English. Okay, so many features are there which make Sanskrit a very special language, a very perfect language, and then we will know why she is called perfect. Then there are like the Vibhakti padas which are doing the Artha Bodha. So we are getting the meaning very straight. Okay. So when we say that Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam, we know that all these are ending words are all for Prasannavadanam Dhyaye. Okay. So Prasannavadanam. So all these words are Ditya Bhakti, and they tell something about Ganesha. So all these are for Ganesha only. So this, like Shuklambara Dharam, this is one word. Vishnum, Shuklambara Dharam, Vishnum, Shashivaranam, sorry, third one, Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam. So we know that they all tell about Ganesha. Do you have any problem? I mean, please unmute and tell me, when you read this shloka, do you have any doubt that Shuklambaradam is for a different person, Shashivaranam is for a different person? Did you have any time doubt in that when you heard this shloka?
No.
No, we
No,
didn't. No, never, isn't it? So that is the advantage of Samani Vibhaktika Padas. You try to attempt, you just put the Shuklam Varadharam in the net, in the Google today. I did it, that's why I'm saying. And you try to find out some English meanings, because they will be there in different websites, and try to go through those meanings. You tell me how much clarity you get about the, I mean, one who is, and he goes on telling the translations. And how much clarity do you get from the English sentence, and how much clarity you get from the Sanskrit directly? Now that you know Sanskrit yourself, you tell me, when you read a translation, how do you feel? Is it more clear for you, or is it making you feel more like getting more doubts? Okay, so you can test it yourself. You can take any simple shloka like Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, any shloka, just any shloka, and try the meaning out, and tell me, is English more clear or the Sanskrit more clear? As a Sanskritist, you can propose this. Okay. Then what are the advantages in this Pratyaya Yojana? You know, the first advantage is the is that you can place it anywhere in the sentence. Like Ramaha Ravanam Hanti, Ramaha Ravanam Hanti, Ravanam Ramaha Hanti, Hanti Ramaha Ravanam. Okay, Ravanam Hanti Ramaha. All the orders are going to work out for only one single meaning. You can test it for any sentence which is SVO or SOV, subject, object, verb. In that order, take any three like words and test it. Put it anywhere in the sentence, and the words don't stop to have their own vibhaktis with them. So as I told you, Rama killed Ravana. And Ravana, by virtue of his placement, has become an object. And Rama, by virtue of his placement in the sentence, has become Karta. But that Durbhagya is not there in Samskrita. Rama will always remain the Karta wherever you put him. Ravana is going to be always object or karma wherever you put it in the sentence. And that is possible only in Sanskrit because of this Samskrta, because of this inflection. Okay. So please be very proud for Sanskritam. If anybody says English is a great language, English is so beautiful, I have nothing against English. I am teaching you also in English only. That is our Durbhagya that we don't have a connecting language. Otherwise, sitting in 2023, we should have been like speaking in Samskritam after so many years of independence. If we had spent time learning Sanskrit and doing more propagation of Sanskrit rather than Hindi, English, and alternative Pradeshika languages, we would have been more successfully implementing the Samskrita. We all realize it as Sanskrit students. Only one class of Sanskrit will make it clear for you, but the Durbhagya is people don't even spend that much time for the the pride of the nation and the connecting language problems. They don't attempt all these things. I'm sorry to bring up all this because it's important. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, it's very important. Then wherever you put this independence of the position, I mean, if we take long sentences also, this system retains, because I have tried it with kavyas, I've tried it with different Puranas, I've tried Anvaya with many kinds of works, stotras, I've tried Anvaya with like Bhagavad Gita, what all I have tried. It always helped me to get more clear idea directly through Sanskrit than through any other language, because of this swatantrata, because of this wonderful independent quality where you can put your sentences, the words in the sentences. Placement is not very, like, there are some things, there are certain, I don't say it's totally, it is 95% independence, which you will not get in any other existing language in the earth, even in Telugu, not even in Hindi, not even in any other Indian language, because this inflection is there only in Sanskrit and very old languages. Like, I don't know about other languages. They say that it's there in the Greek and Latin. I don't know. I don't know any of Greek or Latin. I don't even one single word of Latin except the name of the language. So I can't say, I can't tell that to you. So people who know the language, like Apte, as I told you, Apte's composition has been a very useful book. In this, Apte gives some Latin and Greek quotations, some parallels of the ideas where he gives the grammar points and all. So maybe those languages had it, and that too, so by the influence of Sanskrit, maybe we don't know. Okay, so there is no difference in the meaning. The meaning is retained, even if you change the order of the words. Okay, so vibhakteha shabdantar bhava. The only this is because of the vibhakti is inside the shabda and it's not outside. And this is the very reason why the shloka rachana is only possible in Sanskrit. People tried it in other languages, the padyas, etc. Yes, they are beautiful in Telugu, they are very beautiful padyas in Kannada, I don't deny it. But the independence of the placement of the words as you get in Sanskrit, writing Sanskrit shlokas is very easy. Even like a beginner or one intermediate student can write a, intermediate means I'm not talking about that after 10th inter degree, I'm not talking about that. I mean beginner level, intermediate level and higher level. Even the intermediate level student can attempt a shloka just like this, just like this. Okay, because the placement is like, it's only the chandas you must know, the rule of the shloka you must know, because placements of the words you can change here and there, and you can do the sandhis and all the connections, the stitching properly, and then the beautiful garment, beautiful dress comes out. Okay, and that shlokas we see in abundance in Sanskrit. The Ayurveda is full of shlokas, the Jyotisha is full of shlokas, Dhanurveda is full of shlokas, Puranas are full of shlokas, whatever Shastra you take, even Bhartrhari's Vakyapadya is full of shlokas. Why? Can you know? Can you even, I mean, people think the shlokas is poetry. Shlokas is not poetry. Please differentiate between a verse and the poetry. It's a verse format, that's all. If you open the verse, it's story. What is Ramayana? Ramayana is a kavya, I understand. But tapasvadhyayanatam tapasvi bhagvidambaram naradam paripavacha valmikir muni pungavam. He's telling the story. If you open that words and you can place them in a separate or like as a sentence format, you will get the story. Okay. Valmikihi, okay, Munipungavam, Tapasvadhyayanatam, Vagvidambaram, Aprichat, okay. Tapasvadhyana, Tapasvi Vagvidambaram, Naradam Paripapracha. Yeah, the Paripapracha is the verb which will come in the end. And you know, what does that shloka tell you? It tells that Valmiki, the Tapasvi Valmiki, okay, the penanceful Valmiki asked Munipungavam, Naradam, Vagvidambaram, Tapasvadhyaya this question. Okay, he asked. Then it's a sentence. It's normal language. So don't think that shlokas are poetry. Shlokas are not poetry. They are narrations. Okay, so they are actually narrations. So why is this? How has it become possible? It's because of this very quality. So this I wanted to tell you about Vibhakti. Is very important. Will apply for all Sanskrit areas for you. However many like X plus Y. Yes, don't forget this X plus Y. It's going to be applied in many complex situations, and this formula will save you a lot. Okay. So this is the Vijnanam-3 behind this. Say Sanskrit is a scientific language. In fact, I don't want to use science because I know the limitations of science. I'm very sorry to say people who are very proud about science. This very I want to like it's a crest falling statement for them. Okay, their crest will fall down. So I don't want to make them disappointed, but yes, I have to when it comes to Sanskrit because they look for science in Sanskrit. Don't look for science in Sanskrit. Science is a small scale, small 15 centimeter scale with which we are trying to measure the light years. Nothing less I have to say. Small 15 centimeter scale, not even 1 foot, this one, not the big 12 inches scale. I'm not speaking of that. And so I was speaking about this scale using for measuring the distance between sun and the earth. Okay. So that is science when it comes to Sanskrit. So please don't be like, don't look down upon Sanskrit in any aspect. Right. Then this is the most important fact. With one word, we are going to know the Linga, Vachana and Vibhakti. The three aspects known by just one word. I said Ramaya. For Rama. For Rama means for one Rama. For Rama who is a male. Okay. And for. These three aspects are told by one word. This is we should be very proud of Sanskrit. We should be celebrating Sanskrit every day, every moment of our lives. Okay. So with this, I complete this Samskrta. And let us go to the next aspect, which is very special about the Vibhakti. Because Vibhakti usage is related to these things. Actually, they are all interrelated. But I had to very consciously pick out the aspects which are directly related to Vibhaktis. We have more and more actually. But let us concentrate on Vibhaktis as a separate topic. Okay. So there is a Visheshya Visheshana Bhava in Samskrtam, which you must have heard by a shloka. You know, where our elders are so kind and so wise and so intelligent that they coined any concept in shlokas. Because shloka is, I didn't include that point in the previous slide. Memorizing becomes important. The memorizing becomes very easy because memorizing is important. We have to contain the shlokas. Somebody wrote a lekha. Until that, I knew that they are separate factors. But you know, somebody wrote a write up. It's a very touching write up. They said one point. Take any Veda Pandita. He knows all his Veda by heart, all his Shastra by heart. Take any Shastrajna. He knows all his texts by heart. Tell me one medical doctor who knows the whole materia medica in his brain. Get me one lawyer who has his law textbooks, even at least one of them in his brain. We have all Sanskrit scholars with their Tarka Sangraha. Even today, when Bhagini asked me, even today she asked me, I am studying Tarka Sangraha. Could you please send me the text? Somebody read it, recite it so that I can listen and learn it by heart. That is a system of Samskrita. Okay, that is because of the shloka format, because of that. And that shloka format is giving us the concepts of the language also. So the Vishesha Visheshana Bhava placement, how it is there, it is also told in the form of a shloka or of a like Arya meter. Shloka means any padya, any verse, any metric composition. Okay, we generally call it as a shloka. Though shloka is a particular metric composition, it's also used generally. Okay, so that karika it's called karika when it comes to some concept formulations, it is called karika. So that karika goes like this. Yallingam yadvachanam yacha vibhaktir visheshyasya tallingam tadvachanam sacha vibhaktir visheshanasyapi. It's an arya, I'll sing it. You can sing aryas, okay? So aryas are very beautiful. I just don't want to miss this chance to tell you the beauty of an arya. यल्लिङ्गं यद्वचनं या च विभक्तिर्विशेष्यस्य तल्लिङ्गं तद्वचनं सा च विभक्तिर्विशेषणस्यापि. This is the shloka. This is the Arya meter. You can sing it. You can sing and remember this idea about Visheshana. What exactly this Karika is saying? Yat lingam, yat vachanam, ya cha vibhakti. Visheshyasya. The modified has a linga, vachana and vibhakti. The same will be carried by the modifier, that is the visheshana. For example, we will all discuss about such aspects in this slide. Okay, so for example, we have Sundara. Sundara means it's a beautiful in Sanskritam. So when we say Rama is beautiful, of course we use handsome, that's different. Rama is handsome. Let's not use a different word. Let it be beautiful. The boy is beautiful. Rama is beautiful. When we want to say it for a girl, we say she is beautiful. Sita is beautiful. Okay, we say beautiful only again. We are not using a separate word. It's beautiful only. When we want to say something is beautiful, a flower, some flower, because flower in Sanskrit is also neuter. So flower is beautiful. All is beautiful in English. But you know, it's different in Sanskrit. Just give me 1 second. Just give me. Just give me please 5 minutes. Somebody at the door. Okay, please give me 5 minutes. So I'm sorry. So I'm back. So when it is like when we use Sundara in Sanskritam, it's like Ramaha is Sundaraha. But Sita is Sundari. Sita is not Sundaraha. Okay, she is Sundari. And you know, Pushpam is Sundaram. So what exactly is happening? We are using three different lingas, expressions for three different people. So for Rama, one word, for Sita, another, for Pushpam, another. Okay. Then when we want to say she is good. In English, we say she is good, he is good, that is good. Something. Okay, this mobile is good. Okay. So for that, what we say in Sanskrit, the word is sadhu. So we say the ukaranta. It's u ending. Again, we should consider that ending of the word. The what is the last sound that we hear? We hear u at the end. So sadhu, sadhvi, sadhu. Okay, sadhvi is strilinga, sadhu is pumlinga, and sadhu is napumsakalinga. Okay. Now we go to some innanta. Okay, as I told you, there are pratyanta words. Innanta. Sthayi. Sthayi is something which is like on the on one position, okay, in one level. So that leveled thing, okay. Sthayi is the Pumlinga, Sthayini is the Strilinga, and Sthayi is the Napumsakalinga. So whenever we have a Visheshana, this is the first feature that we should remember, that 1:3. Okay, so one Pratipadika is going to give out 3 different words for the from the same this thing generated. The final words generated are into 3 lingas, and the base is always 1. Okay, so one Visheshana Sundara is giving us 3 different lingas. In the same way, the Kridantas are also placed in Samskrita. When we say the Kta Pratyaya, the Kta Pratyaya has the A at the end. When you say Kta, the Ta is A. Okay, so the A is getting Gata. For example, Gam Gata. We take Gam Dhatu and we put Kta to it, and then it becomes Gata. So it's Gataha, Gata, Gatam. So Gataha is he went away, Gata is she went away, and Gatam is that went away. So we have 3 different. In English, you observe, as I translate, you yourself observe that we are using only one single phrase just replaced by the subject. Subject is being replaced, but the phrase remains the same. So if you remove the subject, there is no meaning. Okay, went away. Who went away? I went away, you went away, he went away, she went away, they went away. At least in present tense, we have some S form. Okay, we have he goes, she goes. Okay, then they go. At least at that point, we have that ES giving some information. But when it comes to past tense, we don't have any information at all. Whether it's they, whether it's you, even in Telugu, we have for ru, the ru pratyaya is used for meeru and varu both. So meeru veltunnaru, varu veltunnaru. So when we say only veltunnaru, so the varu or meeru is not clear. But in Sanskrit, it's very clear whether it's varu or meeru by the anti and amaha. Okay, sorry, tha, not amaha, tha. Memu veltunnamu, but for mu we have clear for the first person, but so that's the verbal thing. So the same thing is applying to the Visheshanas here. Okay, so the endings are deciding. Again, we should think that it's like Sundara is I ending, Sadhu is U ending, Sthayi is in ending. Only that thing we should take care. That I'll explain after a while how to make the forms for it. Okay, and then where is the the lingam? Now we come to the lingam aspect. Okay, yad lingam, yad vachanam. So now let's consider the lingam aspect. So when we say madhura, okay, when we are associating it with now I told only Visheshanas at this first point. Now I am trying to tell you it associated with the same like word. Okay, let's take a example of sweet mango. Okay, like madhuraha amraha. Amra is pumlinga in Samskrita, so we'll have madhuraha. Then madhura, I didn't get any like Strilinga word for that. Maybe we can say madhura puri, madhura nagari. We can say nagari is a Stri. So madhura is the adjective that we use. Yeah, adjective is the word for Visheshana in Sanskritam. And then madhuram geetam. Madhuram geetam is a sweet song. Okay, song in Sanskrit is Napumsakalinga, so it's madhuram geetam. Okay, so this is how linga works in Sanskrit. Then samanam vachanam. So yad lingam, now yad vachanam we are coming to that. What is vachanam? Vachanam is like ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana, the number. Okay, so we have only singular and plural in English, but we have 3 numbers in Sanskrit, that singular, dual and plural. So Shvetaha Meghaha, Shvetau Meghau, Shvetaha Megha. I love white clouds. I love them a lot. Okay, when they are in the sky, I really love them a lot. So Shvetaha Meghaha. So it's a white cloud. Megha is a pumlinga in Sanskritam. So Shvetaha Meghaha. One cloud, one white cloud. One white cloud. I said Shvetau Meghau. 2 white clouds. I say clouds in Sanskrit in English, but not whites. There is no whites. 2 whites clouds. We don't say that. Is it 2 white clouds? But in Sanskritam, we have to say 2 whites and clouds. 2 whites and 2 clouds. Okay. When it comes to Shvetaha Meghaha, it's many whites, many clouds. Okay. I'm true translating it into Sanskritam. This is how I encourage my students to do it. When I teach my classes, I tell my students to do this a lot. By exercise, they do it and they love it a lot. They really like follow what I'm saying. And when they apply it into their practice, they get more idea of what Sanskrit is giving them. Okay, so it's not about English. We are not learning English. We are not learning English. We are not trying to do justice to English language. And I take all liberty. I take all liberty from all languages In order to learn Sanskrit, please modify them. Please change them according to Sanskrit. So Shvetaha Meghaha is Shvetaha has also got a plural and Meghaha has anyhow got the plural, but only Meghaha plural is expressed in English, but not Shvetaha. Okay, so this is the thing. Then we'll come to Vibhakti. What is Samana Vibhakti? Now when it comes to Vibhaktis, please remember 7 plus 1 into 3 table. Again, so it all comes to our. So when I said it is going to one Visheshana word like Sundara is going to take Sundaraha, Sundari and Sundaram. Okay, so Sundaraha is going to get all 7 plus 1 into 3. Sundari is going to get 7 plus 1 into 3. And then Sundaram is also going to get 7 plus 1 into 3. So I am taking only Dvitiya Vibhakti and take 3 vachanas of Dvitiya Vibhakti only here. And only Pumlinga I am taking. So the example is Divyam Devam Namati. So Namati, somebody is saluting, somebody is doing Namaskara to Deva. Okay. So Devam Namati, Deva is an objective. Devam Namati. What kind of Deva is he? He is Divya. Okay, he is a divine. So Divyam Devam Namati. Divyau Devau Namati. Not Namataha. Can you say why? Can you say why? Can anybody tell me why Divyau Devau Namati and not Namataha?
Namati is verb. Verb will be same for all genders.
Yes, but what information is the verb giving you? And as somebody else, just give me a moment. Somebody else, just give me a moment. Yes, I think now there should be no obstacles. I'll go ahead. So did you think of that what question I asked?
Yes, madam.
Huh.
Namati indicates it is sing seven.
No, in Kartari Prayoga, it follows the verb.
Okay. So I'll give you a clue. Make the meaning out. What is the meaning of the sentence Divyam Devam Namati?
Can I say no? Becky?
Yeah, you can say.
Yes. It is Prathama Purush Ekvachan and one person is going to the God, divine God.
Yes, one person.
So, yes.
Good.
It follows Bhavati Bhavataha Bhavanti.
One day.
Yes. Yes, it follows Bhavati Bhavataha Bhavanti, same thing, Namati Namataha Namanti. But here we are talking about a person who is going to this God. Devam Namati. Now he is doing Devau Namati. So Namati is not changed. One person is only going to two Devatas. So I told you already this is Dvitiya Vibhakti example I have taken. I wanted to be tricky here because Dvitiya Vibhakti is same form for Dvivachana.
One person is going to two gods. One person is going to one god. And Divyan Devan.
Same thing, many gods. One person is going to many gods.
Many gods, okay, yeah.
And what kind of one god and two gods and many gods they are? They are Divyam, Divyau and Divyan. Okay, so divine God. So if you please write this sentence in English, at least one sentence you can write in English. He or she, whatever, one person is going to one divine God. To one divine God. Then two divine gods. Then to many divine gods. But in Samskrtam, okay, this two and many is carried with the Visheshana and in the Visheshya both. Okay, so Divyam Devam, the divine God, two divine, two God, and two divine in case of male. Again, Divya Sita, Divya Devi. If it's Devi, it's going to be Divyam Devim Namati, Divye Devyau Namati, Divyaha Devihi Namati. Do you understand why?
Yes.
So it changes. So can you bring all this idea into English? Can you bring it all into English? Even if you make it artificial, you cannot bring it all. Because divine is an adjective, but divine doesn't have a male form, divine doesn't have a female form separately. And divine doesn't have a number, singular, dual and plural, let alone. Okay, divine doesn't have any number. Okay, at least in Telugu, if we want to say, we can say Divya Maina and Divyu Laina. Only at least singular and plural we can express. Divya Maina, Divyudaina, Divyudaina. If we say, then male is also coming, adjectiveness is also coming. Does it happen in English? Now, can you all appreciate why we should not study some treatise in English? Translated. People say, Ayurvedic doctors say this, you know. Why don't you learn Samskrtam? Oh, everything has a translation. Why should we worry about Sanskrit? And this is why the Anyaya is happening. The Ayurvedic spirit is not coming out to us. After Ayurveda becomes a medical science and put into hospitals and studies for doctors, as students they learn, you know, they only depend upon the translations. They don't go for the original. Can you see why Sanskrit is important? At least now. Does English express all these things? So the
No.
expectation cannot happen. Huh?
The original meaning and the bhava will not be reflected in the translated matter.
Exactly. Exactly. That is what
English is a very simple language now.
not only simple but incomplete. As far as Sanskrit is concerned, English is incomplete to express the ideas of Samskrita. Okay. That's why I just wanted to bring this point to you so that you yourself ponder how Vibhakti is playing a role in Samskrita with the Visheshanas. And this, you know, this is not only with Visheshana Visheshya Bhava. This happens with Kridantas, this happens with Sarvanamas, this happens with, there are at least three or four elements with which these things happen. Okay, the Tadhitantas, the Samasantas, all which have this, like they are playing the Sankhya's. Okay, Ekaha Eka Ekam, Ekaha Purusha, Eka Stri, Ekam Vastu. Do you see now? So this is the Visheshana Visheshya Bhava is a very powerful concept as far as that Vibhaktis are playing role. Okay, right. So now we complete the Visheshana Visheshya Bhava and let us see one method. So this is the gist of Vibhakti lessons that I have like put forth for people to understand. I mean, have been teaching this as a part of my whole Sanskrit language lessons, but I didn't do it as a separate course. So I just try to bring you the salient features of something you have been fighting with, struggling with to learn, to by heart, to remember, to use, and all these things. Let us try to see it. If you are already aware, it's good. But if you're not already aware, then you'll really enjoy. And it's something for you to appreciate Sanskrit more. Okay. So they say that when a new child comes to Sanskrit, like anybody who is a beginner is a child for the teacher, though he is a 60 years old student, he's a student, he's a bala. So when the bala comes to Samskritam and they are given, what should I learn? Then they are given a Shabda Manjari. Say, learn all the Shabdas here. You'll know Sanskrit, you know. Then Then the boy or the girl or the bala, they struggle. What is this? Ramaha Ramau Ramaha, Ramam Ramau Raman, Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi. What was next? Ramat or Ramaya or Ramasya, what was there next? So God. Okay. So there is a very beautiful method. Okay. So first remember the Rama Chitra before your eyes. Just everybody close your eyes. But the first time you saw a Rama table, that picture please remember, or whatever lately you have seen while learning Sanskrit for exams, you have been learning the Rama table. Remember that. Okay. That should be photographed in your memory, right? So the krama with which you learned was this, by Vachana, right? You did it by Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, like this, horizontal. Okay, but we will learn by Urdhva, Urdhvadha. Urdhvadhara way is vertical way. Urdhvadhara is a word I found out for vertical. Okay, in Samskrta, vertical is called Urdhvadhara, from the above to below. Okay, so Urdhvadhara. So when there is above and below, there is a height and it's vertical only. This can never have above and below. The horizontal can have a left and right, but it cannot have a above and below. This will have above and below. So this is above, this is below. So Urdhvadhara, this is the order. That means we are going by Vachana order. Let's see how in a few minutes. Okay, so Vachanam Ashritya Talika Pathanam. Then what does this bring us? It brings us Labha in Kantasthikaranam. Okay, Bhagini, you are very good. You are saying that the Visheshana Vishesha usage, the Samslishtata, all great qualities of Samskritam. We really appreciate it. But what to do? We don't remember the sounds. We don't remember the words at all. How can we do Prayoga? It's so difficult. Sanskrit is very difficult. We are not going to attempt it. Gone. Okay, we are crying. Really we get tears when we don't.
Yes, if I want some Panchami, I'll start from Pratama, then come to Panchami.
Okay. So this is going to make you cry a lot. Oh, I don't remember the forms. So remembering the forms is very important for Prayoga. Let us see. Okay, what happens when we remember by vertical order. So what is happening is there are some similar forms which will be advantageous for us to learn. Then we are also comparing it with the Moola Vibhakti table that I have already given you. Suvaujas, Samauchas. Please remember that. Don't remember that vertically because that's traditional. I don't want to disturb the traditional tables. Suvaujas is a traditional table. Don't touch it. Don't touch it by vertical. Do it by horizontal order. It will be useful in comparison. We'll come to comparison later. I'll tell you how to compare. Okay, but let me tell you that these are salient features I am telling you about the ground I am preparing for what I am going to teach next. Okay, so we are also going to do comparison of whom and three of the same endings, whom and three or three and napum, whom and napum, like that we are going to compare. Then what is samana rupatva? So what are the similar forms? What is the nature of the similar forms within the tables? Let us try to see them. When I'll explain with an example, it will be very clear for you, don't worry. Okay, so it's two kinds. One is having the same kind of ending for all shabdas like ajantas, halantas, strilinga, pullinga, napumsakalinga, sarvanamas, visheshanas, kridantas, tadhitantas, all antas, all shabdas, one form, same in all. Okay, that is one kind of similarity. The second is parasparam samana. This form is equal to this form. That's all. Within the table, these two are similar. So these are the two kinds of similarities that we are going to deal with. Okay. And the Sambodhana Prathama is traditionally put, I don't know where, but when I got my Shabdamanjari into my first Shabdamanjari into my hands, Sambodhana Prathama was in the end. So I appreciate Sambodhana Prathama in the end as a teacher, as a personal choice, I take it as an independent Sanskrit lover. But some other people who might have got used to Sambodhana Prathama just after Prathama Vibhakti will appreciate this line in the second, as a second line. After Prathama Vibhakti, we have Sambodhana Prathama, then we have Dvitiya. But you know, I don't want to disturb the order of like Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya and all. That's why I put Sambodhana in the end. Okay. Then There are two kinds of like words, Namapada and Sarvanama, Namavachaka and Sarvanama that we call in Telugu and Hindi also. So they are a little like similar and little different, only some differences. Kinchideva, only some difference is there between their forms. Okay, only Kinchid Bhinnata, not all. So don't worry about them. Don't worry about the like, oh, Sarvanamas are entirely different. No, not at all. Okay, you will see why. I'll teach you how to do it. I'm not going to do it in the class, but I'll teach you how to do it. I'll show you one example. Then, what is the Vibhaga? How we are categorizing these are like the Namapadas, okay, all normal Shabdas, Sarvanamapadas, Vibhida Pratyas, the Pratyantas of At, the Shatrantas, the Ktantas, the Kridantas, okay, all those Antas we are putting them separately, okay. Then Asmad Yushmad, they are not entirely different, but yes, they are mostly different. They are mostly different. Then Ajantas, Halantas and Pratyantas. Okay, so these are the Vibhagas that we are going to do. Now let us see the Shabdas Vibhagas as we saw the last time. This we have already seen. The Shabdas are the first kind, like Antamadhikritya, we are doing the categorization based on Anta. Then the second one, Anta Adhikritya, we have Ajantas, Halantas and Pratyantas. This is the first Vibhaga. Then the second one is Prakaryam Adhikritya. On the basis of their functions, they are divided into Namapadas, Sarvanamas, Visheshanas, Kridantas, Tadhitantas and Samastapadas. So this Vibhaga we will try to attempt Namapadas first. Okay. And we will cover these things through these. Okay. So because Sarvanamas also has got, yes, they have also got Ajantas and Halantas. But you know, their Halantas also behave like Ajantas. So there is no point in dividing them. But you know, Visheshanas are again Ajanta, Halanta and Pratyanta. Kridantas are again Ajanta, Halanta and Pratyanta. So they are Pratyantas only. Then Tadhitantas are again Ajantas and Halantas. Samastapadas are again Ajantas and Halantas. This way we have all, like they are interrelated. They are not. These don't go away. These two will always remain. And you know, Pratyantas are Kridantas, Tadhitantas and Samastapadas. These three are Pratyantas. And these three are like Visheshanas can also be Pratyantas. There are some Visheshanas that are like normal Visheshanas, but some are Pratyantas. Some are like Sundara is a Ajanta, we can say, okay. But Sthayi is an Innanta, as you have seen in the examples, okay. So that way they are interrelated. This is Vibhaga is, actually this is an absurd Vibhaga because no Vyakarana, traditional Vyakarana will not love this, I tried to do some justice to the beginners because when Sanskrit is introduced to them, they are like a little messed up. They feel like, oh, what is the difference between Rama and Marut? They don't understand. What is the difference between Marut and Gachat? They don't understand. So to make that difference, whatever slight difference that's there, that's where they make the mistakes. When it comes to Vibhakti forms, because they don't know the difference between At and like Tavatu and Vatup. They are same, they think, but they are different. They are different pratyas. They must know the difference in pratyas in order to appreciate the slight difference in the Vibhakti forms. So that's what we are going to attempt right now. Okay. So let us see what exactly we are going to learn. Please clap for this table. This table has come for us through Panini Vyakaranam. Okay. And these elders have given us this beautiful table. Okay, so whatever colors you see, colors are from like University of Hyderabad website. Some Sadhani have taken this table from them. Okay, and have retained the colors because they are very colorful. I really like it. Take a photograph. Take a photograph with your eyes. Take a photograph with your eyes and put it in your brain because you already know Rama Shabda. I'll be very glad if you have some picture of either from your Shabda Manjari or from this format which I'm showing you. Put something in your eyes, just photograph it, click it. Okay. Now I'll tell you these things. Okay. So we should start from Prarambha is from here. So we'll do vertically. That's what we thought. Okay. So we are going to study like this. Let me read it once. Oh, Bela Bhagini, can you please read it? She's already like my other class student, so she is aware of these forms. Bhagini, please read them vertically.
Ramaha.
Ji, Bhagini.
Bela.
Ramaha. Ji. Ramaha, Ramam, Ramena, Ramaya, Ramat, Ramasya, Rame, Rama. फिर द्विवचन प्रथमा से रामौ, रामौ, रामाभ्याम, 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 रामयोः, रामयोः, रामौ. बहुवचनं रामाः, रामान्, रामैः, रामेभ्यः, रामेभ्यः, रामाणां, रामेषु, रामाः.
Very good. So this is the way we are going to study them. Okay. So leave alone the ekavachanam. Nothing is very similar in this. But when we see dvivachanam, this is a very attractive part for me as a student. As a student, I enjoyed a lot when my father introduced this method to me. I was doing my 9th standard. We were in like syllabus, Madhya Pradesh syllabus we were having, and Sanskrit was an inevitable part. Okay, maybe no, in my 8th standard, I think, he introduced me this method. So he said, instead of learning this way, you learn this way. There is advantage, because my father also started to learn Sanskrit at that point, and he saw this. I don't know from where he saw, either he saw by himself or somebody told him, I don't know. But wherever it came from, I really enjoy it. Even to this day, I'm very proud for having it, because I could master many sounds based on this. Okay, though I made mistakes, I don't say it's very particularly very helpful and very like you can close your eyes and do it. No, you can't close your eyes. In fact, you'll open your eyes wide open now. Okay, your eyes will even open more. Okay, than before, because you should be careful about certain things. But there is a pattern, and that pattern is very advantageous. Let me tell you. Okay, so we are starting from Rama and reading till this one Rame, and this is Hey Rama. Hey Rama only I put as Rama. Then, so coming to Dvivachana, the first two forms are Paraspara Samana. So they are like same, they are not same with others, but they are samana within themselves. Whatever form will be the first vibhakti, the second vibhakti will be the same form. Just leave it alone, not. But this bhyam is there now. This is a universal one. In all shabdas, it is going to bhyam. The dvivachana, third, fourth, and fifth vibhaktis is going to be bhyam. No other form. You can write it down, even asmad and yushmat shabdas. This is universal. Or within all shabdas, you open your Shabda Manjari, you can test me for my word. Oh, Bhagini said, "Na, let me see. If I find one mistake, I'll take care of Bhagini. If she tells all these stupid things in the class, you can put case against me. Okay, this is Bhyam is going to be very universal. It's going to be everywhere. Open a Shabda Manjari and you can test yourself. Rupa Chandrika, you can test it yourself. Then again, this Oho is universal, but you know this sometimes there is like Ayoho or sometimes Oho. That's all. But Oho is constant. Okay, for the Sesti and Saptami Dvivachana. So Dvivachana is very advantageous line when it comes to similar forms. Okay, no other like this one. Okay, then the next one similarly like this powerful is this Vyaha. This Panchami and Chaturthi Bahuvachana is going to have Vyaha. Even in not except Asmad and Yushmad, you are going to have this Vyaha as common forms for all words except Asmad and Yushmad. Okay. Then this Shashti. Okay, this will come to Saptami. This is another one which is universal. All shabdas either shu or su. Saptami Bahuvachana. You can write them down, or you can, I mean, after this recording, after this lesson happens, please go through the recording and you can write these forms. In fact, I'll share one lessons with you in the group. I'll send you to your contacts where I had taught these kind of things to one group of people in English very elaborately. So I'll share that recording with you. There are 2 lessons of that. So you can really enjoy these all forms. Please take some time to learn them. Okay, I'm doing this here as a very basic things I'm telling, but there I have been very elaborate. You can go through those lessons as an additional support. So this shu is like shu or su. In Strilinga sometimes it's su. Okay, in the Asmad and Yushmad also it is universal, shu or su. Then coming to the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana, it's going to be Nam, Nam or Am. Like in Akarantas, Ajantas, sorry. In Ajantas, it will be Nam or Nam. Hari Nam, but Deva Nam. Okay. But in all other Halanta Shabdas, it's going to be Am. Marutam, Vacham, Vanijam. You can test it. It can be, it is also universal. It's not going to be changed. Even, oh, the Asmad and Yushmad, it changes. Like it's Asmakam and Yushmakam. There it changes. Asmad and Yushmad, it changes. But all other places, it's going to be Nam, Nam, Am. Okay, Nam, Nam for Ajantas and Am for Alhalantas. Then coming to this similarity, it is similar in all Pullingas of Ajantas. All Pullingas of Ajantas will have An, In, Un, etc. Only Pullingas. Okay, so this is a specific Samanatva. Coming to the Sambodhana Prathama, so this is their Prathama Vibhakti. Why it is called Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti? Because only the Ekavachana will change. It has Ramaha and it has Rama. Hey Rama. But you know, Rama, Ramaha will remain same. Hey Rama, Hey Ramaha. If you want to say, oh Ramas, then we are going to say the same form as a Prathama, but the meaning changes. Because it's, oh Ramas, where are you? So this is one. Oh, two Ramas, where are you? So this is this one. But here, Rama Gachataha, two Ramas are going. Oh, two Ramas are going. No, no. Oh, two Ramas is here. So it can be without He also. It's very good thing that you don't put He here because He is not always found. In the real Samskrtam discourses, the texts and all, you don't find He at all sometimes. You should be ready to make it out from the conversation itself, from the very situation, from the context, you make it out. Okay, so this is the table for Rama. Let's run quickly because time is going out. So this is Ikaranta Shabda, same thing. Only Akaranta has not one advantage which all other Shabdas have except Sarvanamas. Except Sarvanamas and Akaranta, Punlinga, all other Shabdas except Asmadyushmat. Except Asmadyushmat, Sarvanamas and Pumlinga Akarantas. All others are going to have one more advantage of Panchami and Shashti being similar. Panchami and Shashti, they are always Paraspara Samana. Same like Dvivachana, Prathama and Dvitiya, they are going to be Paraspara Samana in all words except the three cases I told you. Okay. So if you observe these all Shabdas, you just open Shabdamanjari and keep it. You can test what I am saying. Okay. So please test it. I'm really asking you to test it. Don't accept it with closed eyes. Okay, I want all your eyes to be wide open, right? And one more thing is Im. I didn't put it in Ramam, right? Okay, I have to put the box here also. So there should be one box here for all Pumlingas and Strilingas, not Napumsakalingas, and only Ajantas and Halantas also. Yes, Ajantas and Halantas, Strilingas and Pullingas. Asmad and Yushmad? No. Asmad, Mam and Twam. Yes, even Asmad and Yushmad. So, except Napumsakalingas, all Ajantas, Halantas, Pratyayantas, all Shabdas will have as the ending for Dvitiya Ekavachana. So, Harim, Gurum, Pitaram, Marutam, Vacham, Gachantam. So all and we should not say but okay, the only the ending. But Napumsakalingas will not have it. Okay. Oh, except Napumsakalingas, all Shabdas have this. Okay. Then, if you see Sarvanama Shabdas, we have only these 4 forms different and these 5 forms different in case of Strilingas. Others are all same like Ajanta, Akaranta. Like Rama Shabda. You can put Rama here and you can find out. I don't know why stupidly they call it as Tad Dakaranta. I don't think it is Dakaranta. Even if the Pratipadika is Dakaranta, that's why I said in the beginning when I was trying to tell you the Antas, The Sarvanamas has antas, halantas and ajantas. No, they are becoming again akaranta only. Okay. So if you observe Ramaha, Rama, oh, this form also. I'm sorry, I should put a block here also. How did I miss it? I'm sorry. So te is also having one block. I'm sorry. So I'll put it. So it's like these two forms, Chaturthi and Panchami of the Ekavachana, Saptami of the Ekavachana, and Bahuvachana or Shashti and Bahuvachana Prathama. These are going to be different from Akaranta table, Rama table. And in the Strilinga, this is going to be same. Even Sahata Rama, Rame, Ramaha, Ramam, Rame, Ramaha. If you see, it's all same except this Tasyai. That is Ramayai, Ayai. And this is Syai. And this is Syaha, Syaha, Syam. This is also Smai, Smat, Smin. Okay, and this is Tasam. And this is Tesham. Okay, that is Ramanam. As I told you, yeah, in the Sarvanamas it differs. I'm sorry. When here Rama table I told you halantas and ajantas, but in Sarvanamas it differs. Okay, in Asmat Yushmat also it differs, and in Sarvanamas also it differs. But you know it's Am only again. Tesham, Sha is coming, but you know it's Am only. Okay. So I didn't put any pratyantas here. I should have put something here like Gachat, etc. Anyway, so now I teach you how to compare a Pumlinga table and a Strilinga table and see what is similar and what is different. So if you observe here, this is Harihi, this is Matihi, Harim, Matim, Harina, but Matya. So this is different. This is Haraye, but this is Mataye and Matyaye. There are alternate forms. Starting from here to Saptami, there are 4 alternate forms, but Hari doesn't have these forms. Okay, so these run like Nadi sometimes, these run like Hari sometimes. Hari as the Pullinga form, Nadi as the Strilinga form. You can compare the same table with Nadi also. Then if you see the middle one, Vivachana, nothing is going to change. Everything is same. Hari, Mati, Haribhyam, Matibhyam, Haryoho, Matyoho. Everything same. Okay. And you should be very strictly conscious about the Anupurvi, please. There is a difference between Harayoho and Hariyoho. This is Hariyoho, but not Harayoho. This is not Matayoho, it's Matyoho. So please be careful about the Anupurvi. Even one small Varna should not go wrong. Okay. Then Harayaha Harin, but here it is Matihi. That's the difference. Rest is all same. It's Mati Nam because there is no Ra in that. Hari, Ra is there, that's why we got Nam. But here Mati we have got Nam. That's not a big difference. Okay. So you can note down for Vari. Vari goes entirely different from the Hari table. Because Varina, Varine, Varinaha, Varina, it goes more like Halanta. So this is Ikara. This is how you compare. Okay. Compare and contrast. Same thing, if you do it with halantas, I have to run a little faster. I'm sorry. So this is Raja, Rajanam, Sima, Simanam. There is not even one difference. Rajnyaha, Simnaha. There is not even one difference. Halantas, Pumlinga and Strilinga are entirely photocopy. You put Pumlinga table on the top and you know Strilinga table comes from the down. Claps. You need not learn halantas at all. Just learn one halanta. All tables you know. Pumlingas, Strilingas and Napumsakalingas. Napumsakalingas have only these two different. Prathama and Dvitiya, these two lines different. Ekvachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, but they are Paraspara Samana. They are Paraspara. The above form, below form are same to each other. But from Dvitiya, it's all like Pumlinga. Okay? So all halantas done. Only one Shabda you learn. And one this Prathama Dvitiya line of Napumsakalinga you learn. You get all Strilingas in your hands. Everything is there with you. Okay. So this is one thing you can compare. But please do it with comparison. Okay. Then I want to show one Kridanta also. So it's like Rama almost because it's Ajanta. Again I told you Kridantas are Ajantas and Halantas. So Gata like Kta Pratyaya is bringing out an Ajanta. Okay. Word format. That's why we have Gataha, Gata and Gatam. And all the Vibhakti forms. But if you have a Kritavan, Kritavat as a Pratyaya, like it's also a Kridanta, but the Kritavat Shabdas will be different. I didn't put them, did I? No, I didn't. So it's like Kritavan, Kritavantau, Kritavantaha in the masculine, Kritavati, Kritavatyau, Kritavatyaha in the feminine, Kritavat, kritavat, kritavati, kritavanti in the neuter. Okay, so they are going to be a little different and they work according to the halantas. So this is an ajanta kridanta and that will be a halanta kridanta. It will be different. You can do it as a homework. Just bring out one halanta, take kritavat. Take kritavat and find all the forms for it. Kritavat, kritavan, kritavanta, kritavantaha, the pumlinga table, the kritavati, strilinga table, and kritavat as an abumsakalinga table. You can do it as a homework. Okay. Then compare with the ajantas. Okay, how it goes and compare with the halanta table. Like Marut table I have given you. Compare it with Marut table. Right. Because the kritavat is a one pratipadika, kridanta pratipadika, which is generating into three forms. As I told you about Visheshanas, same applies to kridantas. Please remember this. I tell you not all in the written form. I tell you somewhere verbally. Please note down these points. Okay. Then if we observe Visheshanas, again one pratipadika resulting into three. So we have 7 plus 1 into 3 into 3. That is what we are seeing right now. 7 plus 1 into 3 is this table. Into 3 is all these tables. So into 3 is vachanas. Into 3 is lingas. So we have 2 into 3s. Okay. So this 1, 7 plus 1 into 3. This is second 7 plus 1 into 3. This is third. So 24 plus 24 plus 24. Whatever comes out. You please say I think 72. Okay. So all these 72 forms are again like this akaranta visheshana. I've taken an akaranta visheshana. My maths teacher, what she used to do, she used to solve all the problems in the beginning, which are very simple, and she would say rest all homework. In the mathematics, what happens? They increase the level of difficulty as we go down. So I take all the simple ones. I take all the ajantas and everything. I give all halantas to you. You work out one halanta. Like take sthai, sthai, sthayinau, sthayinaha, sthayinam, sthayinau, sthayinaha. All that you do it. Okay. And sthayini will be like nadi, sthayini, sthayinyau, sthayinyah. All that you can prepare. Okay. So this is for your homework. Then that's all for today. Okay. Let's do a quick revision. Just a quick revision because we have to be Samskrta. We started with that. We saw what is inflection, how it is important in the shloka formation, and all these learning abilities and all these are possible because of Samskrta, where Vibhakti Pratyaya is one part of the Pratipadika. Vibhakti Pratyaya and Pratipadika are always X plus Y combined. Then we also saw what is Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, where the Linga, Vachana, Vibhakti are equally maintained for Visheshana and Visheshya modified and the modifier. Then we saw a different topic today, how to memorize a table, Vibhakti table easily. Okay, what are the same forms? This is going to be very useful in your life. Believe me, if you are a beginner in Sanskrit, you just started, you will appreciate this so much. Though you have much big way to go, same big way to go, but way will be easier. The distance between Bombay and Delhi doesn't reduce. You're just going by flight. That's all. Distance won't reduce. You are paying flight charges. A flight ticket I am giving you. Fly. Okay. Just use this method and fly. Right. So we have seen how beautifully the tables are arranged according to this categorization. Okay. And then we saw like in the Pullingas, Strilingas, in Abhunsakalingas, all you can compare. You can compare Rama with Rama. You can compare Rama with Phalam, neuter. Okay. And then you can compare Ikarantas. Again, Ikarantas I did it for you. Ikarantas I did it for you here. Okay. You can compare, or Ukarantas you can compare. Guru and Dhenu you can compare. Okay. So, and then Sadhu. Okay. So, all that you can just do it for Pumlinga, Sringa, and Pumsakalinga. Until you compare and contrast yourself, this all I developed on my own thinking. Okay. By the pointers given by elders, like my father, like my gurus. They taught me how to look at this, how to memorize these, and what are the factors. And I learned some grammar. I got a chance to peep into Paninian grammar. All these methods are very, very beautifully put there, very systematically. That all what all I taught you today is Panini grammar. That's why I pray Panini in the beginning of this class, because I use lot of Panini. I loot him a lot of ideas from Ashtadhyayi, and I try to give it to you in a simpler form. In your life, when you get a chance to read Ashtadhyayi someday, or if you're already doing it, you'll appreciate these methods a lot, because the rules are all formulated on this basis, on these similarities, on these placements. Okay. There are more like beautiful ideas which we will explore in the fourth class. I'm trying to, okay, this is how we end today's class, and I'm trying to take one practical class in the end. If you are all ready, please promise me that you are going to be prepared for the next class, so that we make it interactive, not my teaching and your hearing and all I speaking. We'll do like some interaction where I'll bring up some concepts or some questions. Are you ready for it? Will you be ready by next Saturday for this?
Yes. Yes, sure.
Yes, Bhagini.
Please, everybody, I want answer from everybody, not one or two answering on everybody's behalf. No, this is not normal.
Bhagini.
Yes, madam. Sure.
Yes, yes, madam.
So, everybody answered, right? I take it as everybody's answer now. So please attend next time. We'll have a systematic workout. Okay, I'll plan something very like useful for you, so that you can directly love Vibhaktis. You will no more hate them. You will no more feel, oh, Samskriti is tough. You will stop saying it. Okay, so we'll make it interesting, right? So, any questions so far?
Bhagini,
Nah,
I wanted to ask
Bhagini.
you one.
Okay.
हाँ, वो अन्वय जब हम करते हैं ना, सपोज दो किताब है मेरे पास गीता जी की, और उसमें अगर अन्वय दिया हुआ है, तो will it be same every time or it can be different?
We'll not answer this question right now because it's an Anvaya question. It's not a Vibhakti question. We'll come to that later. I'll reply you personally.
Okay, no problem. और दूसरा ये पूछना था, विशेषण विशेष्य भाव जो हमने देखा ना, तो अगर एक ही सेंटेंस में if there are more than two विशेषण relating to two persons, तो
I didn't get your question.
एक विशेषण विशेष्य भाव जो हमने देखा ना, तो अगर दो व्यक्ति है, नाम पद nominative, two people are there and two विशेषण, one for each is given, then how can we decide कि ये इसका विशेषण है या इसका विशेषण है?
And the same Vibhakti is used. Then by context we do it. If they are comparing Yudhishthira and Duryodhana in one shloka, we know Yudhishthira is the right one and we have right Vibhaktis for him, and Duryodhana is the left one, we have left Vibhaktis for him, left Visheshanas for him, like that. If same Visheshanas are used for two different people and the same Vibhakti is used, nobody can say. But most of the times it doesn't happen. Okay, so it doesn't happen. When it happens,
like if you are comparing Yudhishthira and Arjun or Bhim or Arjun, then again mostly the Visheshans will be
so please bring
equally applicable.
Got it somewhere, please bring some example, then we will examine. Okay,
Sure.
It will be very easy, because as far as I have studied, it's like when we are talking about Ramaha Ravanam Hanti, then we have Sundaraha Ramaha Dushtam Ravanam Hanti, and Sundaraha is in Prathama Vibhakti, Dushtam is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, so we can easily make out that Sundara is for Rama and Dushta is for Ravana. Okay, so it's
Sure.
all the time. But if you have any,
if I come across, I'll definitely bring it to your notice.
Theoretically we cannot solve it, so please,
practice. Sure. Yeah, okay, thank you.
So Bhagini had asked about Anvaya. Anvaya is not into this. We'll have some separate sessions on Anvaya, same like 4 classes I'll plan, and we'll someday again meet on Anvaya. I'll have to prepare material for that. So then we will answer these questions very systematically. Any more? So today it went a little long because of some disturbances. Okay, I'm sorry for that.
Dhanyawad Bhagini.
Okay, I'll say Swasti. Swasti.
Namaste.
Margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhyo shomasnityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Astu shubhamastu. Let's all meet next week. Okay, be ready for the examination.
Namo Namah Bhagini. Dhanyawad.
Namo Namah.